my name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about data privacy and AI evidence in courts. I've been waiting for a case like this. It's finally come up. There's a case in New Jersey right now called New Jersey versus Ortega. This particular case, Mr. Ortega, Francisco Ortega, is accused of doing an armed robbery in New Jersey. And part of the evidence that they're using is that they tried to match his picture using an AI system, a facial recognition system, to say that he's the suspect. Two interesting things happen here. One is the state of New Jersey ran his picture, his photo through their AI system, and they were not able to get a hit. But the state of New York assisted in this case, and they were able to run his picture through their AI system, and they were able to get a hit. Also, Mr. Ortega claims that he was nowhere near this location when this particular crime happened. So what's happened in this particular case, there's an amicus brief that's been filed by the Electronic Privacy Information Center, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, and the National Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers. And this is about being able to assess the accuracy of AI systems that are used in court cases for evidence. So, for example, they want to be able to have someone, so to speak, kick the tires on this AI system to find out how accurate it is, because it is being used in a court case. Also, they want to know if there's been any human manipulation or human edits made to this data and this evidence. The reason why this is a big deal is that in an evidentiary type of situation, like let's say you see on TV, like there's a chalk outline or something, you see a police officer with a plastic bag and they're putting evidence in there. If there's any break in the chain of custody of how that data is handled, or if there's any tampering with that information, it may not be used in evidence. So in an AI system type of situation, there may be situations where, for example, let's say the AI isn't as accurate. Maybe, for example, this AI system may have said, okay, we think that this person, there's an 80% likelihood that this person is the person that you're seeking in this potential crime. The problem with that is, especially if you're using AI in high stakes situations, you want to be 100% sure. And so things that are like not 100% sure, those things would not in ordinary course be added into evidence. Also, there have been cases, or there have been stories about people running AI systems being able to have the capability to edit things, like edit, for example, the location, edit certain things about the system. And if those things are being added into evidence, that may be considered like electronic spoliation of evidence, which again, in a physical sense, that evidence will have to be thrown out. So this is a big deal because I think this case will set a precedent for how AI systems will be used in high stakes situations, especially when someone's life or liberty is at stake. Also, there's an issue here around editing and changing evidence. So, having a human go in and tweak or change something about the evidence may make it something that should not have been admissible in a court case. And so there definitely has to be more transparency here. I'm glad to see this case is going on, because it really is getting to the heart of the issue around AI, which is using AI in high stakes situations, looking at the transparency and also the accuracy of the data that's being captured. That's it. Thank you.